Here with Coach Sean Jones of the South Greene Rebels, who travel out to Claiborne to take on the Claiborne Bulldogs. Excuse me. Coach, can you give me a little scouting report on what Claiborne does well offensively?
Claiborne, after watching on a few films, Claiborne's very, very run-oriented. Number 3, the quarterback, is a real good athlete. The offense revolves around him, whether it's throwing, running, or whatever. They get you many different sets. They'll snap it straight to the running back, and number 3 is the lead blocker, or they'll snap it straight to the quarterback, and he takes off. So we feel like we've got to stop number 3 to be successful against Claiborne. Defensively, they come out in a 3 front and move the linebackers back and forth, and had a great game plan against Cumberland Gap last week, and I think the final score was 18-11 to beat Cumberland Gap, which was a huge upset for them. So, we got to be ready for everything they throw at us, as far as on their side of the ball, and of course, offensively for Claiborne, if we can stop number 3, we feel we'll have a shot at winning this game.
Sure. And on your side of the ball, what have you been working on this week offensively to, what'd you see on film in the Cumberland Gap game that you might be able to take a little advantage of, stuff like that?
Well, one thing Cumberland Gap was able to do is get their athletes out in space, which was mainly Franklin, and we feel, we've still got, we've got some athletes in our skill positions. If we can get them in space and let people let them make people miss on tackles, is what we need to do. Last week against West Greene, we didn't do a very good job of it. We had people in and out. We had broken arms and things that kind of was not a good thing for us, because we was shuffling so many people around. And Manny being out was huge for us last week on both sides of the ball, and he's back. So again, we're just looking here at these last 2 games. We're playing for pride because we can't get to the playoffs. And although we're playing for these 3 seniors, we're also going to start looking to do some stuff for next year, because we pretty much get everybody back. So if we want to put a wrinkle in here or there to see if it's going to work for next year, we got 2 live games here. We can do this. We don't have to worry about scrimmages or scrimmage our own team or whatever. So that's a couple of things we're going to look at. But by no means are we giving up on the year. That's just not what we do around here, whether we have a good year or a bad year or whatever it is. But we're going to go out, play hard, play for these seniors, and hopefully come out to win Friday night.
Sure. And on the mantra of playing for the seniors, besides those seniors, who's got to play well in your game if you're going to, if you can get this win? Who's got to play well for you? Who's got to show out?
Well, Justin at quarterback, although he's a freshman, we've been on him pretty hard the last couple of weeks once he's gotten his feet wet. He's got to play well. Hunter, we moved him to wide receiver, and he did some good things last week. He's got to play well. Lightfoot's still hobbling around a little bit on his ankle, but he's going to play for sure on defense. We don't know how he's going to be able to go on offense, but Preston's got to play well on both sides of the ball. And then if that happens, and again, we're asking a lot out of those guys, and the defensive front, we've got to have a big game out of them this week, because of the sets that Claiborne gets into and likes to power the football at you. And if we can have success up front this week, we feel better about preparing for Chickadope next week, because they're really big and huge and have a good front line on the offensive side of the ball. So that's kind of some things we're looking at, try to get better at this week. And again, last 2 games, we're not playing with any pressure whatsoever. So we told the guys, go get 2 upsets, get these last 2 wins, and then you go to the off season and get ready for next year.
Great. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you.